Yeah. Can you believe, Doria? Doria, can you believe we're part of this extraordinary event, which is called the coronation? And can you believe that I'm saying no? I'm saying no because I'm powerful. I am saying no because I am so powerful. I'm imagining sitting back on the beautiful porch outside of my mansion in Montecito, California. It's the weekend of King Charles' coronation. I'm sitting back, enjoying the trees, taking in the fragrances of all the flowers around. And across from me is my dear mother, Doria. I would give anything to be able to understand what the conversation between Doria and Meghan Markle is for real. The true conversation, when there's nobody watching, when there are no cameras, when the facade is not being put on. What do you think the conversation is? Do you think that they ever get to be honest with themselves and with each other? Do you think that they ever sit when it's just the two of them and the children are playing in this huge garden of the mansion? Do you think they sit there over a cup of coffee or whatever they drink and look back at their lives, look at what they've achieved so far? Do you think they say to each other, do you think ever Meghan says to Doria, "Oh my God, look at this, Mom. Can you believe what I've done? Can you believe what I've been able to achieve? Can you believe this?" What would Doria respond? How is she reacting? Truthfully, without putting on the pretend persona that being part of the royal family for both of them is the most natural thing in the world, as if that's what they've always done. That's what they've always been. As you know, my perspective, every episode of my YouTube channel is from the point of view of acting. As an acting coach, I try to examine people's behavior, real people and actors playing characters, to figure out what's underneath the facade. Do you think they have a moment where they have a real conversation between the two of them? That's something that I would work on. If Meghan Markle and if her mother, Doria, were characters playing these roles, let's just say, I would do an improvisation with a scene that's similar to what I just described. I would have them turn back to look at this mansion they both get to live in, ask them how they truly feel about the arrival at that place. Do you think they ever do it? Take a moment to celebrate yourself for what you have achieved. Do you think they ever sit back and look at each other and look at the children and look at the house and look at Prince Harry when he comes home and he walks through the door to say to each other, "Mom, Doria, can you believe we're part of the royal family? Mom, Doria, can you believe I'm Duchess of Sussex? Mom, Doria, can you believe that, Doria?" And Doria would take a sip out of her cup. What would be her response to Meghan? Would she say, "What's not to be believed?" What I'm saying is you have to admit the truth of what is. I'm still in my mind so confused and so in shock of the way that she talks about this whole becoming part of the royal family as if her past did not happen. The reality. What is the reality? Every time I go into doing an episode, I talk about the reality of actors. If they don't start with the reality of what is, you cannot go into the imaginative circumstances of the character you're playing. Because if you do not understand the reality, it means that you're not an actor. It means that you have to go see somebody, a professional, because you're not ready to act. That's what I'm talking about. No, she's titling her children, but she's taking away the titles from the people who already have the titles. Charles, she took away the title from Princess Catherine. Kate, calls her Kate. Will, your brother. Harry, Will is calling on the phone. Do you remember in the Netflix? Your brother, Will, he's calling on the phone. Kate. Due to the fact that Grandpa Charles cannot be decisive, cannot make a bold choice in regard to them, that's why she gets away with doing everything that she's doing. In acting, you have to make bold choices. You have to be decisive, even with the risk of those choices being wrong. You will have known by the end of it that at least you tried this bold choice and it didn't get you what you wanted. So now you have another strategy that you can use. If you have the fear of displeasing this audience or the other audience, you're going to be in the middle. You're going to be with your feet in two boats. You're going to be taken off, and that principal role is going to be given to another actor who's going to do it justice. Because right now, I don't feel that King Charles is doing justice to his title. To try to please a character such as Meghan Markle, you will not win. You will lose the other characters. They're talking about it without any kind of, oh, can you believe that I have the opportunity now to be able to be part, not a big part, but to be a small part in this extraordinary, one-of-a-kind, traditional ritual event in history? No. And I'll bring it to the level of cable show. There's your grandfather, and I want you to spend more time with your grandfather. What do you think, Mother? Mother, do you think that we should allow the children to spend time with their grandfather? No title for the grandfather. King Charles, whoever decided, they took a picture of the entire family from 5 years ago. Why would you do that? Everybody's like, oh, isn't King Charles smart? I don't think he's that smart when it comes to Meghan. I don't. The audience is going to look at you and they're going to say, you're a weak character. Why were you cast in the principal role? When you see the other characters, such as Princess Catherine, such as Prince William, who are brave and bold characters, the audience will then question, why are they not the principal characters in King Charles' role? He's going to lose a lot of support, as he already is losing a lot of support. There's not a lot of enthusiasm about the coronation. Yeah, it does make sense. The picture that he chose, I was going about the picture that he chose, that everybody thinks it was such a great strategy on King Charles's part because he chose this picture. So they're putting Harry and Meghan in that picture. And when I look at the picture, I'm sorry to say, but Meghan looks beautiful in that picture. And then you look at Princess Catherine, it was right after she gave birth, I think, to Prince Louis, the youngest son. You know, she looked more modest in the way that she was dressed. It's just my opinion. Again, Meghan wins in the picture because she looks so great. Did Princess Catherine have a say about the picture that was chosen to be part of the program for the coronation? Did she? I don't know. I'm just asking. But it just seems like the bad behavior is the behavior that people who have the opportunity to say, no, this is bad behavior, we're not going to award it. We're not going to award. I don't even know what the right word is. You're being upstaged by the people who should be in the back. Acting teaches you how to strive to be a better person, better equipped to be able to dissect what it is to be a person, what it is to be a human being. That's what acting teaches, not only actors. That's what acting teaches audiences. Actors are important in society. Will teach audiences how to learn to examine their lives. I'm learning every day that I'm teaching. I'm learning. Thank you so much. Mwah.